Korea.
It's true, it's true. It's a wonderful city, and I feel really comfortable with my family. So I have 3 kids, and wow, yes, and it's really green city, and the location is wonderful because it's close to Germany and also close to the Switzerland. So the mountains are not so far from here, and I'm really enjoying to be here in Strasbourg.
How did the relationship start? Did you guest with this orchestra when you were quite young?
Yes, my first appearance here was in 2014, and after that I had a feeling like we established good relationship with the orchestra, and the chemistry worked very well. And after that I was conducting quite regularly with the orchestra, and this is how it started. So before we used to live in Düsseldorf, like from 2015 with my wife, and yes, we moved here during the summer of 2021, so it was yeah, post-COVID, let's say, but it was still during the COVID, let's say. Yeah, it was at the beginning a bit difficult because after the Germany to move to France, but step by step, so we really started to enjoy to live in Strasbourg. Yes, I think it's a wonderful question. Thank you for asking this, because the Strasbourg, it was a also the German city before, and it was French, German, and it was always moving from the country to the country. You can really feel that the big influence of German culture here, and maybe that's why my orchestra has a very good discipline, I would say, and the people are very keen in the details when we work. And also beside all this, so they took the good qualities from the German, let's say, culture, and on the other hand, we are a very flexible orchestra. You can recognize it immediately in the sound of the wind, strings, and brass. So yeah, I think it makes this orchestra. It gives some richness to us.
Represents.
Oh yes, for this score, by Ravel, you need of course the colors, but that colors you can achieve only if you play really together, and if you have a good ensemble between the instruments, and all his orchestration works then very well, and also the connection between the instruments, because there are many moments when it's like there is one line of the tema, and the phrase which always goes from the instrument to another instrument. So you always have to make this connection and put all people together, and you have to motivate the people to have the main idea. I mean, the same idea. Well, I would wish to have maybe 50 and 50, but the opera production, it takes so long time. Sometimes it's like 5 or 6 weeks. It's of course wonderful, but sometimes I might be a little bored, to make only one piece for the 6 weeks. Of course, it's wonderful that you can concentrate your attention, you can really dig in the details, and that's right. But on the other hand, it takes too long time. But I love very much opera, and I'm trying always to get from the orchestra this operatic, let's say, the style of playing, because it's so important for the musicians to sing through the instruments. My first opera was when I was 14 years old. It was in Tashkent, and it was a Carmen by Bizet. It was in Russian language, so it was much easier for me to understand all the dramaturgy, let's say, all the piece and all words. Yeah, when I was 17, it was a Traviata, but in Italian language already, when I was in Tashkent. So, yeah, I have a feeling I was always connected with opera. Maybe some people, they say I do opera even better than symphony repertoire, but I don't know. Well, yes, I used to sing a little bit, but it was like not operatic singing. But I was a little bit studying, of course, at the conservatory, because I used to sing in the choir as well. So because I think it's very important for the conductor to feel this breath of the singers and to be with them. Yeah. Well, a lot of exciting programs, but one of them it's in the beginning of the season. It's Alban Symphony by Strauss, so and also the Seventh Symphony by Shostakovich. Yeah, and we're gonna repeat it in the Philharmonie de Paris. So yeah, and many other programs. Yeah. But each program is unique for me. So. Well, normally I prefer to take a nap, just maybe 1 hour, just recharge my battery, and that's it. There is no any routine, no anything. But with the Stravinsky, I know this piece quite well because I learned it when I was 14 years old. So yeah, and I know it quite well. So it's quite easy for me to make this piece. It's a good question. When I remember when I was conducting with Bologna, the choreographer, he asked me to listen the recording of Anserme, and he said me, okay, we're like preparing our ballet for this tempo, so we're using we're using the recording of this, and I had to copy it. So okay, that was a ballet we have to always follow. But about this piece, I don't know, the interpretation, the Stravinsky was very, I think, clear with his ideas, and he writes the metronome quite, strict. Yeah, there are few moments maybe I am doing a little bit differently than it's written, but in general I just follow his metronome. Maybe one day, but there are so many good recordings. Maybe one day, who knows? And now the market of the recording, it's I think a bit in a crisis because you have every year great orchestras, great conductors, and I don't know if it works. But anyway, there is always why I'm doing the recordings, because I have feeling that there is still something what is I still can say through the music. I mean, because there are so many interpretations that many conductors they edit from themselves, and sometimes it's very good to follow the composer, but with your energy, and who knows.
Before.
Yes, we played together. I think 2 years ago. It was in Turkey, in Istanbul, because I have orchestra there, and I was inviting him to play the Chopin concerto, and this is how we met. And I was very impressed by his playing. He's there are many pianists who are trying to overplay, and interpret the music, and sometimes to exaggerate something. But what I like with Jan, that he has such a natural talent, and he plays simply, but in this simplicity there's a lot of difficulty. I mean, a lot of the a lot of details, a lot of ideas, and that's great. That's great. I like to play with him. Yes, usually I like this tradition here in Strasbourg. We drink some beer together with the musicians after concert.